Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a story that's gonna send chills down your spine. It's not your average haunted house story, no creaky floors, no flickering lights kind of thing. This one is about a woman who literally spent her life building a house for ghosts. Yeah, you heard that right. So sit back, relax, and let me tell you the insane true story of the Winchester Mystery House, one of the most haunted places in America. Back in the late 1800s, there was a woman named Sarah Winchester. She was married to William Winchester, the guy behind the famous Winchester rifles. You know, the guns that won the West. When her husband died suddenly of tuberculosis, and not long after, their only baby girl passed away, Sarah's world completely fell apart. She was heartbroken and desperate for answers, so she did what a lot of people back then did. She went to see a spiritual medium. The medium told her something that would haunt her forever. She said, "Sarah, your family is cursed. Every spirit killed by a Winchester rifle is now after you." Imagine hearing that. Your entire fortune, your name, your family legacy, cursed by death. But the medium didn't stop there. She told Sarah the only way to escape was to move west and build a house for those spirits. And there was one rule: never stop building. If the hammering stopped, Sarah would die. So she packed her things, left New England, and moved all the way to San Jose, California. With her massive inheritance, we talking millions of dollars, she started construction on a massive mansion. But this wasn't your typical dream home. There were no blueprints, no master plan, just endless construction. Sarah would give random instructions like, add a staircase here, or build a door right there. The workers just followed orders. And slowly, this house turned into something straight out of a nightmare. There were staircases that led to ceilings, doors that opened to walls, and windows built into floors. The place made zero sense. People said Sarah did it to confuse the ghosts, so they couldn't find her. Locals began calling it the house that spirits built. Newspapers wrote stories about it, and one even said, "The sound of the hammer is never hushed, because Mrs. Winchester believes that when the house is finished, she will die." And guess what? That's exactly what happened. For 38 years, day and night, construction never stopped. Workers rotated in shifts so the building could continue 24/7. The house grew to 7 stories tall, filled with hundreds of rooms, secret passages, and twisting hallways. People in town thought Sarah had lost her mind. Some said they saw lights flickering from the windows at 3 a.m. Others swore they heard footsteps echoing long after the workers had gone home. But Sarah just kept going, hammer after hammer, nail after nail, trying to outrun death. Then one night, in 1922, after nearly 4 decades of non-stop construction, Sarah Winchester passed away peacefully in her sleep. And just like that, the hammer stopped. For the first time in 38 years, the house went silent. Today, that same mansion still stands, now known as the Winchester Mystery House, and it has one of the strangest, most haunted tourist attractions in America. Visitors say that when you walk through those endless halls, it feels like the air gets heavier, like someone's watching you. Employees report hearing footsteps in empty rooms, doors slamming on their own, and feeling cold spots that make your heart skip a beat. Some guests even claim they've felt invisible hands brush against them or pull their clothes when no one is around. Paranormal investigators have brought all their fancy ghost hunting gear into the house, and they've picked up strange whispers, sudden temperature drops, and shadows that move when everything else is still. Even skeptics have walked out saying, "Okay, something's not right in that place." And here's the wildest part. Even after all these years, people say the house still feels alive. Like it's growing, breathing, remembering. Some swear that at night, if you listen closely, you can still hear faint hammering in the walls. As if Sarah Winchester is still there, building, keeping her promise to never stop. So what do you think? Was Sarah Winchester really cursed by the ghosts of her family's past? Or was she just a grieving woman haunted by guilt and loneliness? Either way, the Winchester Mystery House remains one of America's greatest mysteries. A house built not from blueprints, but from fear. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the story, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more real-life horror stories, and tell me in the comments, would you dare spend one night in the Winchester Mystery House? I'll see you in the next one.